So now I figured, let me change the window. Hey y'all, first off, today I have a few very good news. VO3 cheaper, other ways to use VO3. MidJourney video is coming out, and there's a bunch of other information that we're gonna talk about over here. Let me start with the good news of real video ranking, MidJourney videos. So that's going to be, I have high expectations. Maybe the first generation, it's not going to be, definitely the image is going to be sharp, but I do think that on the day that they implement once they have continuity and when we say continuity, there's tons of videos of people showing how to make continuity, but it seems to be such a tough work, man. Like once we have a simple way to have continuity, then that's going to be incredible. Unless I'm not up to date, I have not been generating too much. Only now I'm having my hands on them, on those tools. So if there is a simpler way to have and simpler way that works, not the way they advertise, right? Then I'd be excited to see it. Okay, so I have this one. Let me remove myself from the screen there so we have more, there you go, visibility of the screen. Let me double check once. It seems like the sound is good, but let me double check. A couple times the sound was not working and I could not tell. Let me see. Let me double check one. There you go. It's working on one. Let me try the other one. Working on one. Perfect. Awesome. So let's move on. Hopefully there is no echo for you guys. Let me give you 1 second, 2 seconds. All right, so real video ranking. I'm gonna show you guys how we do this video ranking. Extremely simple. Hi everybody, we are getting closer to a video model release, but we still need your help in two major ways. The video ranking data we've been getting has been a bit weird. Some people clearly like artifacts too much, so using the data is sometimes increasing the error rates in our video model. So we can see they're aiming for realism strongly, but I don't really know if that's how it works actually. Maybe, yeah, I don't know, the stylization of the videos, if it goes through the real videos, I'm not sure. So as a compromise, we are going to ask you to spend a little time rating real actual videos. These are randomly sampled from around the internet. It's gonna feel weird. Please go there and pick which video you like better. And here's the link. We're going to take a look on that link in a couple minutes. This will help teach our model what combinations of motion and compositions people like seeing in video. We also need your help figuring out how to price this release. We are extremely conflicted and may need to do multiple surveys to figure out how to have enough GPUs for everyone and how to not lose too much money. Let me redo that. So to figure out how to have enough GPUs for everyone and how to not lose too much money. We did surveys before releasing our first image model, and we still lost money our first month and had to make adjustments. This first survey is also a little weird, but it's focused on helping us figure out the optimal pricing that would make everyone happy. Please help us fill it out. So that one, I can show you guys how it is. Let me start over here because I'm not gonna go too, because yeah, this one is basically, so hi, we are going to ask you a series of pricing questions to help us determine the price for upcoming video generation feature. It's hard to know how to talk about price, so we are going to ask you pricing questions for different units of pricing. I got curious. Let's see what we got. We have to type a single image to video. Job turns one of your images into 4 videos. That's good. At what price would you consider the feature should be so expensive that you would not consider using it? Too expensive. Answer in fast GPU minutes. Skip if you don't know what this means. you know, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't got it actually. Do you want me to answer the price or something related to the GPU? I don't got it. So a single image to video job turns one of your images into 4 videos, okay? At what price would you consider the feature to be so expensive that you would not consider using it? Too expensive. Tough question for me. So, for example, I think it's too expensive, the first pricing of Google VO3. So we were paying, well, I don't even know how to, because I only saw it once they had the VO3 Fast, because I think they applied the VO3 Fast. At the same time, they applied the 1999, the $20 per month. That was affordable. The 250 per month was crazy. It was like 250 per month with 10 generations on the VO3. So that was crazy. Um, Not affordable. So yeah, like I would not be able to say the like it seems too detailed. So answering fast GPU minutes. So that got me. I have no clue. So too expensive for me. I would say like if I have, let's put it 5 generations, which was the original Google Gemini VO3 pricing. If that's for $30, that would be too expensive. Let's put it like this: $30. Not sure what they're asking for the GPU. Not for me there. A single image to video job turns one of your images into okay. At what price would you consider? Oh, I see. Yeah. At what price would you consider the feature to be priced so low that you'd feel the quality couldn't be very good? Now, those are getting too specific. My point would be they have 3 plans, I believe. One of the plans is like $10 per month. The other plan, I believe, is 30, so on and so forth. I feel like if we have, and I'm considering the experience that I have with VO3, if we have like 10 generations per month, which I don't think we're gonna be there, like 10 generations in the way they offer one image or one text to video that generates 4 videos, 10 per month, I do think that above $30 would be too much. And once more, it's just comparing with what I use today, right? Because there are many others, many other tools that can be used. So let me give you guys the example of the ranking. I've done this a couple times. And simply all we have to do is we either press 1, 2, 1 for the image on the left, 2 for the image on the right, and 3 to skip. So I feel like they want things high quality, I would say, not only realism, because both here are videos. So if I skip that one, I would skip that one. See, like this is too bright, number 2. Number 1 is okay, outdoor, amateuristic. I'm gonna skip as well. I'm gonna skip this one here. I'm going for a higher quality. So we do have some effect on number 2. So let's go with number 2, and so on and so forth. So number 1 is pretty cool there. Both here are pretty cool, sharp. Let's stick with number 2. This one right here, she's having a tick, or I'm not sure the term for that. Number 1, not very good quality. Let's skip. Number 2, it's okay, and so on and so forth. Then we keep going, right? So this is for the. So we help them. Selecting data for them to develop the video. So it's worth it. I've done a couple times. Then we have the pricing survey and others info over here, other updates. But the one that I wanted to approach, that I wanted to talk about, was the video survey, and that MidJourney is gonna have video. So I'm pretty excited for that. Let's move on. MidJourney video, that's gonna be interesting, especially once they have the voice and sound effects. Next, so now let me even change my screen right here. Let's talk a little bit of Microsoft Copilot. Let me see. So that was interesting. I was in the today, everything that could go wrong went wrong. That's what happens when you do it live. Yeah, I was rating over here. You guys see it, like 61, but it kind of froze the screen. Let me then move on for this one. This is also pretty impressive. We have, let me see if both screens are awesome. So this one is pretty impressive. This is Copilot Vision. So screen shared, work simplified. I did downloaded Copilot. I did downloaded Edge, which is Microsoft browser, and I tried to use the Copilot, but it seems like they do not have it on the, not yet, or at least I have not been able to activate if there is any specific thing to be done. And basically what it does is that, let's read right here. So we are excited to announce that Copilot Vision on Windows with highlights is now available in the US. This is a major step towards in our journey to make Copilot your everyday companion, one that works with you, sees what you see, and helps you get things done. Copilot becomes more optimized for the Windows. It stands apart as your go-to AI companion that's ready to be there as a sounding board and a guide when you need it. Copilot Vision on Windows is an all-new way to engage with your Windows PC, assisting you when you need. When you choose to enable it, Copilot Vision can see what you see and talk to you about it in real time. It acts as your second set of eyes, able to analyze content, help when you're lost, provide insights, and answer your questions as you go. Whether you're browsing, working, or deep in a project, Copilot offers instant insights and answers, keeping your flow smooth and effortless. What brings Copilot Vision on Windows to life is the ability to navigate multiple apps at once, and Copilot serve as a guide when you want it to. You are now able to share 2 apps at a time, so Copilot travels with you as you work to gain more context, connecting dots between different apps. And with highlights, you can go a step further and ask Copilot, show me how, for a specific task, and it will show you within the app where to click and what to do. Altogether, Copilot can be by your side, giving you tips while playing a game, viewing your photo, and showing you how to improve the lighting to make it perfect. That's amazing. So, or reviewing your travel itinerary to let you know if your packing list is sufficient based on your destination. Experience a dog walker available. Okay, some information there. Okay, I didn't got the example here. Oh, it's because it's like in the middle of the videos. Let me see if we have anything interesting here. They have music, so I don't know if they have, but no. But basically, so this is an amazing concept. I really enjoy this concept here. Let me get back on camera. Now let's finish this one. So to get started with Copilot Vision on Windows, open the Copilot app and click the glasses icon in your composer. Select which browser, window, or app you want to share, and ask Copilot to help with whatever you are working on. To stop sharing, press stop or X in the composer. It's a fully opt-in experience that always puts you at the controls. Copilot Vision on Windows is available now in the US for Windows 10 and Windows 11, and coming to more non-European countries soon. Copilot Vision on Windows is part of Copilot Labs as we continue to refine and enhance the experience. The Copilot on Windows app now also supports deep research and file search. This update brings Copilot even closer to being a true companion with a deeper understanding of your goals and the ability to provide clear step-by-step guidance to help you accomplish them. Copilot Vision on Windows is evolving, shaped by the insights and experiences of those who use it every day. We are committed to refining and expanding its capabilities with new features and functionality on the horizon. Try Copilot Vision on Windows today. Maybe I'm using a map, that would be the reason it's not available for me, but Copilot, it's amazing. So here's the concept. Like I'm trying to, let me go back to the screen here. So for example, I was trying to edit a video today, and I was trying to use a template, right? And I was having a hard time. So the concept is basically that Copilot is going to be visualizing the screen and telling me what should I do. As simple as that. Just like the helper when you call someone and they go every step with you on the screen. So that's pretty amazing. So like today I use ChatGPT. I take a picture, hey, this is not working, here is what I have on my screen, and then ChatGPT is able to give me the step-by-step. But Copilot does that in a vocal manner, so you don't have to go back and forth, look at the steps, it just gives you guidance. Copilot for Windows, hopefully it gets on Mac on the same time. Hopefully soon. This is impressive concept. So now moving on, I have VO3, and so VO3 is cheaper. We already been using, I could say that for those who are using. So they did not have the option of the VO3 Fast or VO2 Fast. And even this is not truly up to date. Do they have a date here? No. Even this is not truly up to date because here we have VO3 Fast up to 10 AI credits needed per generation. You see, it's 100. But this is Google AI Pro. So now it's actually 20. So VO3 Fast, maybe they had, and it was 100, and now it's 20. VO3 Quality, 100. So it's 20 credits. Sometimes it gets, for me at least, I'm not used to this structure, so it gets complicated when we have like too many, to manage all these tokens style. So interesting, huh? So in the Google Ultra, the VO3 Fast is 20. So one of the issues that I have with this is that if you was more precise in the outcome, is precise the word, or is there a better word? I think it makes sense. I think that's clear, right? If it delivered more precisely according to the prompts, if I did not need to be an expert in a prompt to have the outcome I desired, of course we need some experience in anything to have some decent outcome. If we want something very specific, then that would be different, right? But nowadays, not even the voices, sometimes they are not correct, or the whatever it is to be said, or sometimes it comes with the subtitles, sometimes it doesn't, and the subtitles are often wrong. So there are multiple aspects there, meaning the outcome of the desired result, it's not precise. It's, I'd say 50-50 or 40-60. It really depends on if the person is pursuing something very specific. So yeah, so that's cheaper. And another point that it's very interesting is that both, let me see if I have the window open here, right? Yeah, so it is right here. So Leonardo.ai, it's now using VO3, even though it is, I believe, cheaper. I believe it's $10 per month when you can use VO3, and you have 10 generations with VO3. So it's cheaper than the Google itself if you're going for the VO3. And we have the Envato. So Envato, now I don't remember if you have 5 or 10 VO3 generations. It's either 5 or 10, but you do have a bunch of other things there on that individual plan. There are other generators as well, I believe, but I'm not sure. But this is another option. So if you want more things and VO3 is just now and then that you use it, this is another option, Envato. I believe there are other platforms that use the VO3 as well. I'm glad that we have like Sora. I'm glad we have MidJourney bringing its own video generator. So those competitions are always, in this field at least, it's very beneficial, right? That way we have more creativity boiling up. And that's it for on this topic. Let's move on, or else I'm gonna stick too long in one topic and we're almost halfway. This back to MidJourney. Not everything is sunshine. Universal and Disney. Universal is not here, but Universal and Disney is suing MidJourney. So how the Disney MidJourney lawsuit could reshape the battle over AI and copyright. On Wednesday, let me see if everything, yeah, that seems good. Before I'm kind of rushing through, just take a look here if everything is going accordingly. Yeah, it seems like it is. Perfect. Okay, so on Wednesday, the long simmering dispute between Hollywood and the AI industry escalated dramatically when Disney and Universal sued MidJourney, one of the most prominent AI image generators, for copyright infringement. The two Hollywood heavyweight studios argue that MidJourney allows its users to blatantly incorporate and copy Disney and Universal's famous characters. That is true. Such as Shrek and Spider-Man, piracy, not that I think that's piracy. Piracy is piracy, and the fact that it's done by an AI company does not make it any less infringing. Horacio Gutierrez, Disney's chief legal office, said in general statement. I really don't think it's piracy, and it's not at all. Like, piracy is when you're reselling something without the rights to do that. I don't think there's a reselling here. Like if I make a drawing from those characters or if I make a cosplay of those characters, I'm not being, doing piracy, right? All right, so the lawsuit challenges one of the AI industry fundamental assumptions that it should be allowed to train upon copyrighted materials under the principle of fair use. How the case gets resolved could have major implications for both AI and Hollywood going forward. I really think the only thing that can stop AI companies doing what they are doing is the law, says Ed Newton Rex, the CEO of nonprofit organization Fairly Trained, which provides certifications for AI models trained on licensed data. If these lawsuits are successful, that is what will hopefully stop AI companies from exploiting people's life's work. A growing backlash against AI training norms. AI companies train their models upon vast amounts of data scored from across the web. While most of these companies have resisted admitting that they scrape copyrighted material, there are already dozens of AI copyright-related lawsuits in the US alone alleging otherwise. MidJourney, which allows its millions of registered users to generate images from prompts, faces a class action suit led by artists including Kelly McKernan, who found that users were putting the artist's name as a keyword in MidJourneys to spit out eerily similar artworks. These companies are profiting widely off our unpaid labor, they told Time in 2023. I do think this is a very interesting aspect of it that so we have Kelly McKernan uh, kind of being frustrated about the situation, but sometimes it's not one artist that creates a genre, right? So you have the genre and you have the subgenres. So many times the the producer, director, artist, so on and so forth, they kind of create an identity, but it's an identity that is not too isolated from that genre itself. So it's kind of just not that centered on the artist itself. Um, let's move on here. For the last few years, Hollywood has refrained from entering the fray while sending mixed messages about AI. During contract negotiations in 2023, AI was a major source of contention between unions like SAG-AFTRA and producers who advanced a groundbreaking AI proposal involving the use of digital replicas to fill out the backgrounds of films and scenes. But while some in Hollywood hope AI will make filmmaking more efficient and less expensive, many more have grown concerned about the AI industry usage of copyrighted material. This concern has come to a head with the Disney Universal lawsuit, which is the first major lawsuit brought by Hollywood studios against an AI company. The lawsuit seeks damages and an injunction that would immediately stop MidJourney's operation. What the heck is that, right? Would immediately stop MidJourney operations and casts generative AI theft as a problem that threatens to upend the bedrock incentives of U.S. copyright law. Yeah, I don't think that makes sense at all, right? This is like just too much. It truly doesn't. Yeah, I don't think even like, is it even worth to keep on going on this? Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like that's just too much. Like they gonna stop the whole the MidJourney's operations. Like there's makes no sense for me. Yeah, it makes no sense. It's interesting because that's MidJourney, right? Like and Google is there. Google and Hollywood starting a new to work together. So it's like getting rid of competition in a different mode. All right, so let's move forward. Feel like we had enough of this. Hopefully, MidJourney does well, gets the support it needs, and yeah, they're doing a great job. If there is truly a big problem on that let the problem be solved, but not not in the way they're showing over here. All right, let me see what I have here. Man, that's going quicker than I expected, which is good. So I have flow versus VEO. So let's see. Give me one sec. Oops. Okay, so. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. So flow, I don't think flow is very intuitive. Like sometimes I have a hard time. Now I got it, or maybe not. So you see, I cannot go to my other projects. I can go to my other projects. Yeah, I think they need to improve that on this flow. What's going on here? Okay. Am I in the wrong? Yeah, that's silly. Let me try. Okay, one sec, guys. Let me get things ready here. Let me do this. Okay, let's try this. Log out. I'm gonna try to log in with a different account. There you go. The project that I want to show, it's on the other account. It's not on this account. Yeah, it's not here. As expected. Flow. Okay. Oh, there it is. So I had to log out and log in to show the older. Yeah, I was curious. All right. What matters is that it is there. Okay, so here I have. So here I have, are those the olders? No, those are the older. So the quality is pretty impressive. This Flow VO3, generated VO3, we have some voice in some of them, not all of them. But let's watch it. And then I'm gonna make a comparison with the same style of images that I generated with Sora. And let me even get ready here. Sora, there it is. So, okay, let me see. Yeah, here, that works. Let me see if we can hear this. Oh, just a sec.
We are working hard to make things happen.
Yeah, so the sound, it's not, the sound is pretty good. It's like the sentence was kind of incomplete. It's like, I should have a call to action here. Instead of like, it just sounds like they're just fighting. So, which is good sentence for the scenario as well. But as we see, the graphics, everything is pretty good, pretty decent, the visuals.
We are working hard to make things happen.
One thing I did not like here is because it's supposed to be a selfie kind of video, but like he lets go of the camera and then he runs away. But therefore, like the visual is very good.
We are working hard to make things happen.
Sound is pretty good, explosion and so on and so forth. So this one right here, it's another marine.
We are working hard to make things happen.
Not bad, pretty realistic. I really enjoy the details. It's like pretty amazing.
We are working hard to make things happen.
Yeah, like there's no noise, there's no artifacts.
We are working.
It's pretty good. Okay, so those might have been better. This one seems much better already. And I don't know what I clicked there. Okay, so there you go. The one thing is that we have the watermarks here. I thought that would not be there. So the details are pretty good. It's pretty nice.
We are working hard to make things happen, and make sure to like and subscribe.
So here we have a call to action. Let's try that again. This one is pretty impressive because of one detail. Let me play again and tell you the detail.
We are working hard to make things happen, and make sure to like and subscribe.
Now, so you see, once it has the explosion here, he looks back. So this is pretty nice. Look. So that's pretty nice. Okay. This one here also pretty good, the visuals.
We are working hard to make things happen. And make sure to like and subscribe.
Okay. Probably gonna have this one here as a call to action for my videos. Let's see if those got better or what I've done here. Seems like to be the same. Oh, you know what this is one? What is this? They have this function here which is kind of the continuity, but the continuity do not take the sound or voice. Yeah, the continuity does not take the sound or voice. That's what happened there. So yeah, I kept trying with the continuity. So this is Flow. Pretty good. I really enjoyed the results. Let's take a look at Sora. So Sora, it's not bad quality, it's just like not making sense. right? Like, I mean, the visual is pretty good. Like for a video of the AI generated video, the quality is pretty decent. Kind of, he goes crazy there. We got kind of wild here. Not bad, right? But it has some progress. It's a work in progress. I went all the way there. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so yeah, so this is kind of to make it more intuitive, right? Like, how do I just simply can't go to the other videos? Do I need to go all the way back here? This is not fun. Okay, my media. Okay, let's go back there. All right, so yeah, so here, same thing. I have the marine. It's awkward the way thing happens, but texture, visuals is very, very good. Background is kind of too crazy, but texture, it's pretty amazing. This one right here, pretty similar. This one came out like pretty weird. This came with real Marines, even though I asked for some Marines on based on StarCraft. So of the thing we just saw before, right? It's the complaints. But hey, it's a fun made. A fun made thing should not be like, they should be enjoying that, no? Yeah, those came out a little bit crazy as well. So yeah, of course, like Sora was out a while, months before Flow. So Flow has this advantage that it just came out. So I do think the next generation for Sora, let me even get do this. One sec, that was my audio. Let me just do. So the Sora was there months. What I was going to say basically is that the next generation of Sora, it's going to be pretty impressive if they succeed to have the audio and the lip sync and all that. That's going to be pretty impressive, because unless they are just giving things, just like making up progress, let's put like this, if they are really delivering, if they really have some progress, then that's going to be pretty good, because they have already some pretty decent work down there. So that was Sora versus VO3, both pretty good. Of course, VO3 is basically brand new. Sora was there for a while. Next, excited to see the Sora's progress. Let's move on. Now I'm gonna work with Whisk. Oh no, let me show you guys one thing. Before we move on, let me show you guys this, if I find it. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, so I came with this plan, right, of, hey, maybe I can create, here, let me share the screen, because I'm talking to you guys, but I'm not sharing the screen. All right, so I came with this plan. Okay, let me create some concepts that I could share that does not use IPs, intellectual property, which is the problem that we talked a little bit before, of those using others' content, in a sense. And here I was developing a concept here. So, okay, so now it's better. Now it's more organized. So I came here to, so this one here is flow. I was not very satisfied. I tried to use ChatGPT as a prompt generator, but even the images itself, I was not very satisfied. So I asked like Roman warrior. I also asked like a futuristic kind of marine, space marine, Viking. What else? A spy from the 70s. A samurai. Those are the ones that I remember. But look at this. So this is the Viking. The spy was not that bad, but if he was wearing some black clothing, that would be more interesting. So I imagine this would be another Viking mixed with Japanese war, but I don't see the samurai here. So this is not there at all. And I asked some.
Oh, this is not good.
I've done some effects.
Free
there.
IP ideas. Make sure to share and subscribe to get them.
Yeah, yikes. All right, so same thing. So I've been trying, but even those actors, they seem like just actors. friends who joined and said, let's be actors for Flow so we can make some extra bucks, right? Like, it's pretty kind of basic.
Oh, this is not good. Free.
Yeah, I asked for some effects. That makes sense. I go through. It's pretty detailed, as you guys can see. I was very detailed for each character, but the characters itself, like, I wanted a samurai, like, very characteristic from the specific era. Same thing with the Roman warrior, same thing with the Space Marine, so on and so forth. But it was pretty kind of basic. I achieved not much. Then I tried this one, which was basically a Roman on horse, but it's, you see, it does not seem a Roman, right? Not, at least not here. I see a lot of good videos, so I'm not sure what I'm missing on the prompt.
Free IP ideas. Share and subscribe to
So free IP ideas, share and subscribe
get them.
to get them. So that was the idea, but the video did not came the way I wanted. So I tried this over here in comparison with Sora. Sora was a sad, a sad result. So like I got that. We got that. Not sure what's going on there. We got this kind of wild. Yeah, so Sora, unfortunately. But one that caused me, was very strange, was Runway. Oh, let me see Runway. Look at this. And I used the same prompt. So this is supposed to be their video. So I don't know if I'm in the wrong runway or what's going on here. This is like, what's going on? No, look at this. So the prompt is pretty, it does have the details. Then I try again. Yeah, so not sure what happened with Runway, but I did not put much effort in it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the reason. I have not put enough effort. Okay, so let's move on. Whisk, I believe that's how you pronounce this. Is it Whisk? Yes. And amazing concept. My plan is to see how intuitive it is. So let's give it a try. Let me remove myself from the screen there. Website, pretty good website. Let's open the tool. I do have a pro subscription. Okay, so this is new. No, it's so it's just telling me that it uses credits, how to generate the account, so on and so forth. I do still have a couple credits here. Oh, it gave me. Okay, so I do have some credits there. So so my goal here is to see if it's intuitive, right? So it does seems pretty intuitive, right? So here we can describe our, for some reason it's in a different language. So I can describe the idea. I do know that Whiskey is for me to avoid prompting and to try to generate. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the best way to put it, but their goal is to use less prompt and instead have one field, the images. Why is this thing in a different language? Man, this is, what's happening? What is happening? All right, I think that's the way it's gonna be then. All right, so we basically have ambience, we have style, and we have subject, right? So I'm gonna add subject, which it seems like to be a person, just like the little image shows us. I have selected, let me see if I still have them. Oh yes, I do. Boom, so that's my subject. Let me show you guys once it's done. Here I have the ambience. Let me see, it's kind of the environment. Boom, and then the style. No, that was not the one. Okay, I can change, no problem. So actually the one is the style. Let me see if I find the other one. Here. And these ones here is the ambience. So this one I can, so yes, I love it, how intuitive it is. So I just come here, boom. So that's what it's it helps a lot to use a tool like this, right? So easy to use. Then should I just, let me see if I press here, boom, and it's generating. So the idea is that it's gonna combine those three. Let me see if I can, there you go. So this is basically the subject. It's kind of that spy, very shadowy, very good image. This one is kind of the ambience, and this is the style, like brush stroke. What's the brush impressionistic painting style? So yeah, so here we have the combination of those three. It did not came out, and that this is experiment, right? The concept is pretty good. Once they blend this with flow, that's going to be interesting. And blend in which sense? In the sense that we're going to be able to integrate style, ambience, or the subject, and from there generate something else. So we got two images. It did not came the way I wanted. Let me see. Let me try to edit. So let me see if I just do this and make it as an impressionistic painting with loose brush strokes. Make it as an impressionist, make it as a realistic impressionistic painting with loose brush. So I don't know if I had to write the whole thing again. Let's see if it's gonna take it as an example. No, it did not. So, but it did make, so it can make that style, that brush style. And I do have the other option to animate. And on the animate, I have to write what sort of animation do I want. The individuals in the water breaking the glass and attacking the spy. Red alarm sound going off. Okay, so let's see if it generates that. And I'm using my credits, but hey, that's what they are made for. So overall, pretty good, extremely intuitive. I really enjoy that. And it's just experimental. Like the second generation, if they keep this progress rhythm, I'm gonna be pretty impressed. I'm already kind of impressed. Not with the outcome necessarily, but with the concept. I love those concepts. They're pretty amazing, but sometimes I feel like they just, I don't know if the word is outsell, like they give like those best generations. Let me get back to the screen here. They give those best generations, like those most incredible, and then it takes 80% of the credits just to learn how to generate something close to that. So yeah. All right, so we got the image here. So yeah, pretty weird. Let's play that again. Yep. No, pretty weird, pretty weird. Well, hey, it did something. It took my credits. It took some credits, but it did something. All right, give me just 1 sec. I'll be back. I need to have those be back soon screen. I think it's more common on Twitch than it is on YouTube. Fully back on YouTube, yes. Fully tab, man. You guys can see I'm kind of prepared, ready for some rest. Pretty soon, not done yet. We're almost there though. Okay. So let's go back here now to close it. Let's get back to Apple. So Apple's pessimism or manipulation, the illusion of thinking, understanding the strengths and limitations of reasoning model via the lens of problem complexity. So if this was truly what it was trying to understand, the strengths and limitations of reasoning models, that would be excellent. So we understand the strengths to keep improving them and the limitations to improve or fix them of reasoning models. But that's not basically what it is. On this paper here, The Illusion of Thinking, you can see by the title, understanding the strengths and limitations of reasoning models via the lens of problem complexity. It's basically an extremely negative paper, basically trying to say those reasoning models are actually pretty bad. They do not do what they're supposed to do. Now, there is the consumer view that they don't care about that. It's just like the final product, whatever we are using, that's why we care about it. Of course, there are those who this calls them an impression, but I do see that simply like, is this the right moment for Apple to do that? Are we not seeing what you guys are doing? So basically, Apple failed on their AI tools, and now they give that, and on this last WWDC 2025 they just bring a new Windows Vista as a progress of Apple, and that I don't think that's what we want to see on Apple. I believe Apple should bring something more interesting. And it could be just a manipulation, because if we go over here, I believe so what's happening here is that my camera is connected to my computer and it's making some weight. I think I connected into the too much on the top. So if the screen gets a little bit backwards, then it goes all the way there. So that's what's happening here. All right, so is it truly pessimism or just manipulation? So explaining how AI is a key part of Apple's 500 billion US investment plan. So they do have this huge investment going toward their eyes. They fail, Apple Intelligence failed, and then 1 month, 2 months later, close to the WWDC, they announced this. So yeah, so poor manipulation, I would say. Not worth to stick with too long. Let's move on. Let me just, my nose now, I don't know if it's allergy or what's going on. Ooh. Okay, so I have a couple more. Opera. Not sure if you guys heard about Opera. Let me leave my camera a little bit off because my eyes and my nose, watering and reddish. Okay, let's move on. Opera. So, Opera, I might leave those for another moment though. I have here Opera and uses for ChatGPT. I can leave those for another moment. Yeah. Opera and ChatGPT, it would be too much. I think I'm still improving on I think I can go with Opera because I have it on the thumbnail, so I think it would make sense. Okay, so let's move on. So Opera. So am I being seen on the screens? Over there, yes. Over here, yes. Sounding smoothly. Let's move on. So Opera. So Opera becomes the first major browser with AI-based agentic browsing during MWC. So Barcelona, Spain, March 3rd, 2025. The Norwegian browser company Opera, Nasdaq Opera, is today announcing the browser operator, a native AI agent that is able to perform browsing tasks for users, allowing them to focus on more exciting parts of their lives. The introduction of agentic browsing, and I'm going to tell you guys what agentic is in a bit for those who don't know. Most here might know, marks a major paradigm shift for browsers. And with today's preview, Opera is taking the lead on it. For more than 30 years, the browser gave you access to the web, but it has never been able to get stuff done for you. Now it can. This is different from anything we've seen or shipped so far, said Christian Colondra, EVP. The browser operator we are presenting today marks the first step towards shifting the role of the browser from a display engine to an applicant that is agentic and perform tasks for its users. Okay, so I can even simplify here. First, I would like to see, so Opera have done some things that are pretty interesting. So for example, once we browse through let me see if we have here. One of the things they offer that is good, it's free VPN on their browser, so that's pretty good. It seems that it is input there. The browser that works the web for you, faster and private agentic, availability, Opera's path toward agentic browsing. Here it is. So Opera has a track record of pioneer. So Opera path toward agentic browsing. So they do have some very interesting achievements. So Opera has a track record of pioneering functionalities that then become the new standard in the browsing world. It invented tabs with Opera 4. So tabs, can you guys imagine that? It was also the first to introduce search in the address bar, which is also impressive, as well as the first one to offer a built-in VPN and messengers in the sidebar, and the first one to offer native browser AI. In 2023, Opera redesigned its flagship browser to make it AI-centric. Since March 2024, the company has been pursuing its AI feature props program, which tests experimental AI features such as local LLMs, image generation, and AI tab commands in the developer stream of the browser and ships them to users on a regular basis. Today, it's redefining the role of the browser yet again by becoming the first browser to perform tasks for its users, thus becoming agentic. Browser operator is being previewing during MWC in Barcelona today. Okay, interesting achievements there. And basically what agentic means, so the concept, it's not new, therefore it's going to be interesting if they are the first ones also to bring that to life. Let me get back to screen here. Boom. Yes, so it's going to be good to see if they are the ones who bring it to life, that aspect of browsing as well, the agentic browsing, which means it can do things, meaning it can buy tickets. What were the other examples? So buy movie tickets, buy traveling tickets, schedule things. So those are the sort of things that an agentic model does. So it does things for you, not only does the research and then you have to take the action. So this is very interesting. It's going to be curious to see how efficient it becomes and how universal it becomes, right? So yes, so excited to see that. Opera, we saw their achievements. Those are very good achievements. Hard to think a browser without them, right? All right, so Opera pretty soon will be around. It's out there actually. It's not gonna be out pretty soon, but it's out there already. But want to see it in full functionality. All right, so I'm gonna pack it up right now. I had one more, which is the uses for ChatGPT and Perplexity. I was going to make a ChatGPT versus Perplexity, but since it's too many researches, like brainstorm, research, feedback, expand, compare, it would be multiple things. It would consume some time. I started a little bit late today. Was not expecting that. I'm glad it worked. So hey. See you guys soon. See you guys next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and thank you very much for those who watched it and shared and liked and subscribed.